Good morning. Okay, so yesterday evening I was a pretty unhappy and discouraged camper. Yes. I turned on my phone, which you can see mounted on the selfie stick there, and it's sort of clamped onto the edge of the table, leaning the other way. And I mean my new camera. Did I say phone? Because I got the phone here. Right now it's connected to my phone. I finally got it. But boy, I just could not. You know, you turn the camera on, and it says to activate it, you have to, download the app, the Insta360 app, onto your phone, and then the two talk together, and it'll update the firmware and yada yada yada. And so I did that. I downloaded the app, and I was seeing terminology there I just couldn't figure out. And there was I was thinking, you know what? I'm getting too old for this. But I eventually got it. So right now it's running. I'm gonna press record, and I'll try and dub in a little bit of footage here. Okay, it says I'm recording. Now, the idea of this camera is it looks everywhere all the time. I know right now my view is I'm looking sort of out the window there, but if I go like this, it looks around, and there I am. Okay, so hopefully I'll be able to do the same thing later on in the editing program. It has its own sophisticated little editing program. I say sophisticated in that you can do a lot of stuff that I really never do in DaVinci. However, I don't think the quality is the same as DaVinci. Now, it's going to be interesting to... This is actually the first time that I've used this particular mode. Well, how does that look? It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. At least not on my phone. We'll see when I get it, on a big 4K screen. Like that screen in the background there is 4K. This is just 1080p. Anyway, enough about all this sort of stuff. What are we going to do on the model ship today? I got a comment from a viewer who hadn't commented for about a year. And he commented again, and when he did comment, I recognized his avatar and name and everything, and yeah, I remember that name. Anyway, he was saying that he liked to watch, but he was disappointed in the fact that the model ship episodes were very little about the model ship. So I got back to him and I said, well, pretty soon winter's going to be here, and basically, once winter comes, this is going to be my life. It sure won't be outside, that's for sure. Except maybe to shovel the snow off of the stoop. Or, I call it a stoop. Maybe steps, front door, whatever. Anyway, we do have a rollback. Yes, we have a rollback. I don't think there's any use describing what it is. I'll try. I haven't edited the rollback out yet, but I'll try and edit out the dead spots so it's not too long. I am going to... this camera, by the way, that's not running right now, it is not my plan to be using it here at the model table, except for right now, just for the fun of it. But what I will be doing is using it on my both my e-bike and the motorcycle, and that's where I think that this is really going to be great. I think once I get at it, yeah, this works pretty good. Hey, there's the model ships. I wonder if I can zoom in on them. Yeah, you can. Okay, it'd be interesting to see how that goes. That's amazing. Anyway, as long as it's sharp. Okay, I guess I'll know once I dub it in, and so will you, because I'll show it to you. I won't try to hide it if it's not. I won't hide my disappointment either. Okay. Oh, I know. I'm going to use that camera instead of this one for when Missy comes, and she's due to come by here pretty soon. So I better get myself ready for that. Anyway. Brian sent a picture. Actually, Brian sent a picture about two pictures actually, 48 hours ago, and I just saw it this morning. And once again, I don't always see email that comes to the model ship website. You know, I don't get notified. Well, this silly phone, it's making little noises every so often, and you scroll it to see what's it talking about, and it's telling me about something that has nothing to do with me. So you ignore it, you know. And, you know the old story about the little boy who cried wolf. Well, that's what this thing does. If it just went off every time somebody sent me an email, I'd be happy about that, but it's not. Anyway. Let's recompose here and try and do something model shippy here if I can. And what about Brian's pictures? Oh my goodness, I'm too excited. Brian sent a picture which maybe I'll dub that picture in right now, that you can see that he did of his valves, and he did it a lot better than I did. I can tell from the picture that he didn't nip off the stem as low as I went. His valve taps are actually, if you look closely, you can see they're actually up off of the valve. So yeah, congratulations, Brian. You did a good job. As I've said so many times, some people are really good modelers. When it comes to doing really small stuff, or painting, or weathering. Weathering is another thing. I don't even dare to try and attempt to do weathering. Camouflage I might be able to do because it doesn't have to have the you know, it's a solid dark gray, light gray, dark gray, light gray, you know, and squiggly lines, and you know how camouflage looks. So I might be able to handle that if I wanted to. But as far as weathering goes, that's for people like our friend Gabe. Yes, it's garbage day again. Okay, let me recompose here and get our camera ready for when Missy comes. And I'm just not making a whole lot of sense here this morning. I'm just so excited. Okay, so I think I'm going to press stop. It's been running for 6 minutes and 52 seconds. Oh, I heard a beep over there. Okay. All right. Oh, I know what I forgot to say. Let's roll back. It is still pizza day. And probably about 15 minutes ago or so, I got back from my ride. And I have not opened the boxes yet that have my 360-degree vision camera. But we've got our little, I don't know if it's called an insect or a bug. Okay, I'm going to put the macro lens on here. And we'll move in nice and close, and maybe somebody will know what that is. I don't think it's harmful, but yeah, it looks like it's just going to go round and round and round on the outside, trying to figure out how it can climb up the top. So if we put this on the rotator, we should be able to always keep it basically in focus. That's the plan. Okay, I'll tell you what I think it is. I think it is a developing silverfish. I think it might be at least what I call silverfish. Now, in yesterday's episode of the model ship, we looked at the charger that will take 2 batteries. and we looked at the high quality lens protectors. I mentioned that the GoPro, that the camera comes with lens protectors, but they're just plastic. Now, in the smaller box that I got today from Amazon was an extra battery. These beautiful little boxes are, you almost need instructions as to how to open them. Now, why would I need all of this for a battery? I mean, nobody's going to read that. They're just going to take and plug it in. Okay, here's the extra battery. There must be a way to get it out. Maybe I should read the instructions. How to remove the battery from the battery case. Anyway, this slides into the camera. You'll see once we get the camera out. Okay, so that's the battery. This camera comes several different ways. I got the motorcycle setup, and it's the same camera for everything, but it will be it will have different accessories that will. Okay, this is the basic camera. We'll look at that. This particular package came with a memory card, a 256 gigabyte memory card, a sort of a selfie stick that mounts somehow onto the handlebars, a clamp for the handlebars, and this will be a special lens cap that goes over top of the protective lens caps. Okay, now I think I've got everything here. Okay, now for the big reveal. This is the first time I've actually opened the box. Alright, this is the camera. It's like kind of like a cell phone. It has a protective plastic over top of the Now, I'm told that you use this if you're going to be holding the camera in your hands, because it has the camera has a tendency to get quite hot. Well, I know the GoPro also gets very, very hot. Okay, what do we got going on here now? Okay, I'm going to carefully put these on off camera. They go on and then they lock into place. Okay, both batteries now are in this battery charger. The one is at 100%, the other looks like, I believe that says 97%. Okay, the idea is you take this and you put it over top of everything. Yeah, I can see where that would help. Okay, let's just leave that on for the time being. Now this is the clamp for the motorcycle. I guess this is part of what makes this a motorcycle kit. Yeah, I can see where we can get that on okay, as far as I can tell. You know, this will fit on here. Okay, yeah, I think that's going to be alright. It's they say it's carbon fiber. Feels like metal, but they say it's carbon fiber. Okay. Oh, we're at 100% now. So both batteries are at 100%. So I think we could unplug this and plug one in. I don't think it would matter which one. And they're a lot like the GoPro batteries. Yeah, you can sort of see the way they would go. But like I mentioned earlier, this is not a tutorial on how to use this thing. And right now it's supposed to be waterproof. Yeah, You can take it underwater. Okay. That's just about it, folks, for the rollback. I can't think of anything else I wanted to show you. Like I mentioned, I gotta get on the computer now and start downloading 2 different programs: the app for the cell phone and the app for the desktop. So, yeah, we'll we'll see you in the morning. Hello, Missy. Hello, Missy. We've got something for you here. Where are you going? Where are you going? Were you worried? Were you worried because Max was gone? Hey? Is that the problem? Okay. There's a little chair for me and a little chair for Max. Oh, wait a minute. I have to sit down. I have to sit down. Okay. All right.
So you got the 360 out.
Yes,
that means I'm being watched even as you speak.
That's correct. It looks all around. At least that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping I got it turned on.
Have you tested it out and done a video yet?
Last night I did a little bit of testing. It took me a long time to figure out how to download the app from the for the cell phone.
Yeah.
And then the cell phone talks to the camera.
Oh.
And initializes it. And does a firmware thing and what have you. And
I look forward to seeing this. It's funny, the bulbous eyes on each side.
Yeah, isn't that something?
And it's smart enough that you'll see a bit of your hand and the stick will disappear.
Yeah, isn't that something?
I wonder if the stick underneath your hand will disappear. I think it does too somehow.
I don't know. It's there is a stitching line. For instance, I think when a person's holding it, you want to watch that anything of importance isn't off the side.
It's either stitched out.
Yeah, it's either in front of it or behind it. So, yeah. So, Missy.
Well, we visited with Arlie, and we had a long visit with Dexter's mommy, Cassie, who lives on the corner. She's at the bus stop. And what else? Then we visited Alicia's mommy, Ludmila. She's the golden doodle down the street. She's worried about the goop in Missy's eye. She doesn't have good, she just, not very much. Doctore antibiotico.
Well, I was thinking that there's an excessive...
The doctor looked at them and examined them so carefully with 3 different lights and 3... And he says, no, it's fine. She said, if it's anything, it's one hair touching the eye that's causing an inflammation, because it comes and goes.
Yeah, because right now it's pretty obvious.
It's green.
Yeah. It's but she's not blinking. You know, she's not blinking or scratching at it like it was bothering her or anything like that. So, yeah. Well, today's garbage day.
It's a big day, very exciting.
You know,
So many smells, and they all dribble water on the street.
that's right. All this good tasting junk dripping out of the garbage truck, eh, Missy?
Gonna lick it and then lick Dad's face.
Yeah, that's right. Who knows what she's giving
give
you?
Dad a good garbage smell, then the whole world will love him. Every dog in the neighborhood will want to be his friend.
Yeah, you know, I was watching the garbage truck here about 15 minutes ago, and it would, you know, it would come to an abrupt stop, and then he'd floor it, and he'd go to the next can and come to an abrupt stop. And I was thinking if they could capture that stopping energy and then turn it back into the starting up energy to go to the next can, it's sure, you know, like regenerative braking. But I don't think garbage trucks have that.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh well, it'll soon be done by ATVs. ATVs?
ATVs?
No. Yeah, flying.
Oh, they'll come by and they'll flying machine. Oh yeah, drone.
Drones. Come down, pick it up, dump it some big bucket in the sky, come down, do it again. In an era where there aren't any more streets, because there aren't any more cars.
That's right. It'll be just bike paths.
Everyone will be going by air.
Yeah. Yeah, Uber will be a little four-motored helicopter thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there'll be nobody in it.
That's right. They have that now in Dubai, and they're testing it out in places in California.
I haven't heard about any accidents, so it must be successful.
I mean, the computers can see one another with GPS so accurately. It's there's no human error involved. You know, they don't get distracted, they don't get drunk, they don't fall asleep at the wheel. It's much safer.
My concern is for self-driving vehicles is here in Winnipeg or anywhere where there's snow and the roads can be hazardous. You know, because you have to.
They will have sensors.
They'll have to be awful good sensors.
Yes, that's right, they will. They'll be a lot better sensor than the guy behind the wheel. Or they'll know conditions. They'll know temperature and humidity, and speed will automatically be adjusted.
Yeah.
Or they may do, you know, a 1 second braking, and then they'll know everything they know about the ice conditions of the road. The way you and I will be going somewhere in the winter, we put on our brakes to see how much the car skids. You know?
Yeah.
At least I do.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I often do that.
The problem is leaving enough room behind you so that the guy coming up behind you who doesn't test his brakes comes sliding at you. You can move forward.
Yeah, I know. I have to be careful. Like in the wintertime with my car, it's got the studded winter tires, and most people do not have they'll have winter tires.
Sure, but not studded.
But not studded. So I can stop, and I want to watch that I don't stop quicker than the guy behind me.
Oh, it must have been 20 years ago. I was going to a dentist. I was going down Raleigh. There was an ice storm. And I came sliding to a long stop down there at McLeod. And I looked in the rear view mirror and the cars behind me were just coming. I pulled into the other lane and this car went sliding by me.
Yeah.
There was a 16-year-old girl driving with this more horrified look on her face, you know, as she just slid by me right through the intersection.
Yeah.
I thought,
yeah, driving here in Winnipeg in the wintertime is no fun.
It's a learned skill, that's for sure.
Well, Missy, have we missied you to death here with my new camera? Have we?
Isn't that so fun? She visited you first, so when I sat down, she had to be on my lap. Is the eye looking green and gooey?
Yes, unfortunately. Okay, so I think I pushed this button and it should stop.
Have you made a film with it yet and looked at it on your computer?
Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Now, here's what's happened. I have got all 7 taps on. And that one that I bent when I was trying to remove it, I just squeezed it with the Tamiya photo etch plier and flattened it out. So it's one of those that's on there right now. So we didn't lose that one. Anyway, they they went on extremely easy. I had the part directly underneath my vision, and I was able to drop the piece down, and it went a lot better than I thought. It does that new CA glue. It cures extremely quickly. Yeah, I had a problem with one of them that I tried to move slightly, and it had cured. So it is what it is. Now, somebody had made the suggestion that maybe what I should have done is painted these taps green before I put them on, and I think that probably would have been a good idea, except that they are so hard to hold on to. I should have maybe painted them when they were on the fret, but I didn't. Okay, I think we can move on here now and see if we can do something else here today. Although, mind you, I know you can't see the clock, but it is 1:21 in the afternoon. I spent about 3 hours messing around with the new camera video that you have already seen, and you know, experimenting this way and that way and find out what works and what doesn't work. So that took up a lot of time. Anyway, we're not going to talk about the new camera anymore today. Okay, let's move on. See if there's something else we can do in step 39. Okay. Now this drawing here and this drawing here are of the same piece, which is this one right here. And we just put on 7 PE12s. That's these right here. And there are 3 more that have to go on. That makes up the 10 that we got. And they actually go here, here, and here. Now, while I am thinking of it, one of the viewers drew to my attention the fact that, and I had noticed it later too, that when I was talking about the LED, and I was talking about drilling holes for the LED actually goes right there, not here, okay, or here, whatever I said. I did realize that afterwards. It looks like there's a tap goes on right there too, doesn't it? Or something. What have we got going on here? Maybe it's in another drawing. Okay, here's a tap that goes. No, that goes. This one, this Z14. It goes right here. But it looks like there's something goes on there. Why do I not see? There must be something, because it very, very clearly it's got the same sort of little valve stem as this one and the other 7 that we just did. So why can I not see that? That bugs me when I know that I should be able to see something and I can't. Okay, so let's follow it. Is this piece? It should be. I'm just not seeing it. Maybe it's on step 40. It's possible it's on step 40. Oh, we'll worry about it later. Okay, let's see if I can drop these down. And this time I'm going to do like Brian did, and not nip down quite so close. I'm going to just See if possibly I can leave it a little bit. I probably won't be able to, but I'm going to give it a whirl. And then all these other parts, they're going to have to be painted before they go on. Probably the 66. Okay, one of the taps sits right on here. That's going to be an easy one. I'm noticing that this one here has already been broken off a little bit. I'm just going to see if I can maybe just shorten it down just a little bit so it's flat. At least that's the plan. I don't know, maybe... Let me get rid of that piece of plastic there. Now, are we going to be able to balance a piece on there, or should I maybe take Chris's file and just sort of level that off? These files are so nice and sharp. Okay, I do believe that helped. Where's my toothbrush here? Get rid of some of the excess burrs. Let's just see if we can get some CA on there. The one to your extreme left is going to be easy, but the other two aren't. Okay, I think my CA is sort of hardening on me here. I just sampled this from the... Yeah, I'm going to have to get some fresh CA from the bottle. Okay, now remember, you don't have all day to do this. Oh, come on, get off of there. Won't let go. Okay, see if I can shove it over now. Just a little bit. Okay, it's not too bad. You know what, I think that's too much. You don't think it's too much when you sample it, but then when you go to put it on whatever it is, you realize that it's a pretty big blob of glue. Okay. Now, dare I try and push that down to make sure that I don't think so. I think I'm just going to leave it. Okay, let's just leave it now. And then hope that nothing catches on those and pulls them off. I have made a mistake. First one. Okay, I'm not gluing this in place right now. I'm just putting it there. And I'll bet you there was somebody shouting at their computer screen. This one right here that I'm touching right now with Tony's tweezer, that was not supposed to be a photo etch valve or tap. It's supposed to be a larger plastic one. It's quite a bit larger. And what I did was I nipped off the valve stem, so it probably would have fit too, because it was shaped like this one right here. So that's too bad. Well, like I say, it's my first mistake. Well, I'll just cut that off and do the best I can with it, but that's going to have to be in tomorrow's episode. Now, boys and girls, what is it that happens Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? That's right, I get a coffee visitor. And I'm kind of anxious to, oh, I wasn't going to talk about this anymore. Oh, this thing that I'm not going to talk about, I'm quite anxious to try it out on my motorcycle and see how it works. Possibly, weather permitting, I'll be doing that. Oh, the plan is, and I wasn't going to talk about it, but I can't help myself. The plan is that when I upload the bike rides, whether it be e-bike or motorcycle, I'm going to do it two ways. The regular way with the GoPro stuck on the front of my face, and the Insta360 in surround. I was going to say surround sound, but it's not sound. And you can watch it either way, and that's the plan. Now, I have not yet uploaded a 360 video onto YouTube. It should work. It works for other people. It should work for me too. But anyway, we are done here today. We are so done. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.